Knicks family, what's poppin'? Excuse me for the short little technical difficulty, but we are here in the building. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Hopefully you're having a great time this morning. The kids woke you up early, hollering and screaming so that they can open their Christmas gifts. And if you're at the game, enjoy yourself with your family. Have a great time. The New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen, take on the Atlanta Hawks at Madison Square Garden, a beautiful new Madison Square Garden court. I don't want to say new, but done over Madison Square Garden court. Should be enjoyable to watch on television. I'll be watching from television, and enjoyable for the players to play on. For as many players as we have out there, because from the players that you would expect to be on the floor, there's not many, ladies and gentlemen. Not many of the players that you expect. Let's take a rundown, take a quick look at the injury report for today. And you see the Atlanta Hawks, ladies and gentlemen, they got a lot of people out. A lot of people out for the Atlanta Hawks. Now, you'll see up here on the screen, it does say that Clint Capella is out, but actually Clint Capella is available. I'm sorry. I thought he was out. Clint Capella is available for the Atlanta Hawks. Sharif Cooper is out. Danilo Gallinari is out. Solomon Hill is out. Kevin Huerter is out. DeAndre Hunter, well, he's out with a right wrist injury. Of course, Trae Young, he's out. Dylan Wright, he's out with an ankle sprain. Lou Williams is out due to health and safety. Cam Reddish is probable for today. He'll probably start. Now, actually, Dylan Wright is probable with a left ankle sprain. Sorry about that. So you see the Hawks got a lot of guys out, ladies and gentlemen. And the New York Knicks, Kevin Knox, he's cleared from health and safety protocol. So he's available, probably will not play. Miles McBride remains out. Nerlens Noel remains out. Derrick Rose, he's out due to right ankle surgery. And from the reports that we are getting, as it pertains to R.J. Barrett, he'll play. Emmanuel Quickly, he's been cleared and rejoined the team, but likely will not play due to conditioning. And just then, Jericho Sims, he's also out for today's game against Atlanta due to health and safety protocol. So the Knicks are light at the center spot. You got Mitchell Robinson. You still got Taj Gibson who can play at that center spot. So you probably see the Knicks go small because Clint Capella, with his conditioning, he's not going to, I don't think he'll be able to go 40 minutes because he's been out for health and safety protocol. So this is not the Knicks-Hawks matchup that we expected here on Christmas Day. It's not. But we're going to enjoy it nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be happy with what we have and enjoy it. T. Williams said, mark this one as a W. I'm not marking anything as a W with this New York Knicks team. I'm sorry. You can't trust them. So I can't mark it as a W. Because they can come out and lose easily to this team with the way that the Knicks are playing. You'd like to mark it as a W, but I don't think you can mark it as a W. So we're going to go out there and roll with the punches. You know what I mean? That's what we're going to do. We're going to go out there and roll with the punches and hope that we came to play. You know how the Knicks play in early day matinees. Now, this one is on national TV. Everyone's going to be watching. A lot of eyes watching this game. There would have been more eyes watching this game if Trae Young was playing, but he's not. So you're going to get the eyes that you get watching the game. You know Knicks fans are going to be watching. Nationally televised game on ESPN today. 12 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. Just about 35 minutes. just about 35 minutes. Take a look at the starting lineups for today. I'm still expecting the Knicks to remain with the same starting lineup. I know R.J. Barrett is back, so he could be entered into that starting lineup. I think it's going to take Tom Thibodeau a couple of games, but I guess we'll see. But for the Knicks lineup, Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, Alec Burks, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. And for the Atlanta Hawks, Delon Wright, Skylar Mays, Cam Reddish, John Collins, and Clint Capella. Now, it will be fun if R.J. Barrett starts at the small forward spot to see him and Cam Reddish go head-to-head. That'll be fun. That could end up being a Christmas treat. You never know. It surely could. So I guess it remains to be seen whether or not R.J. Barrett is going to start at the small forward spot for the New York Knicks. All right. We'll see. White Falcon said, podcasting on Christmas. Shout out to Jay Boogie. Yeah. Shout out to Jay Boogie, man. With the new single out. I'll be playing it soon. The new single. And me and Jay Boogie might have something in store. You never know. We'll keep that under wraps. We'll keep that under Christmas wraps. Shout out to Jay Boogie. But looking at these matchups here, one would assume that the Knicks would win this matchup, would win most of these matchups, but you just do not know. You just don't know. Let's start from the bottom. We'll start with Mitchell Robinson and Clint Capella. Clint Capella, we don't know what his conditioning is going to be like coming back from health and safety protocols, but you would expect that he's probably going to win the matchup versus Mitchell Robinson. Now, the difference here, though, is that Clint Capella doesn't have Trae Young to run that screening role. That makes a big difference. Because Trae Young and Clint Capella in that screener role is deadly. We know that. It's deadly. Now he's working with Delon Wright. It might be a little bit different, but let's not get too happy because the Atlanta Hawks just beat the Philadelphia 76ers the other day in a tight game. At the Hawks on the 22nd, I believe. Let me go back and check. Make sure I got these dates right, but they beat the Philadelphia 76ers by 2. Yes, on Wednesday the 22nd. And they played with just about the same starting lineup. As a matter of fact, their starting lineup for that day was Delon Wright, Skylar Mays, Cam Reddish, John Collins, Onyeka Okongwu. Of course, for the Philadelphia 76ers, the 76ers, they had Seth Curry, Korkmaz, Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, and Matisse Thybulle. So they had, a couple of their big dogs there. Ben Simmons hasn't been playing all season long. And Tyrese Maxey was there. He just didn't start. He played 33 minutes. And the Atlanta Hawks beat him 98-96. Now, the Philadelphia 76ers are not the same Philadelphia 76ers from last year without Ben Simmons. So this Hawks team, as currently constructed, can win. So let's not wild out. Let's not wild out. Got my man Nate in the building. It was up to Nate. You know what I mean? I'm going to get him up here in just, there he is. Merry Christmas to you, Nate, man. How you feeling today?
I'm good. Merry Christmas to you too, man.
Merry Christmas.
Hope you and your family are having a good Christmas.
Well, it hasn't started for me yet. You know what I mean? I'm about to, I'm going to head over to my son's house and hang out. We'll hang out with him and the grandkids in a little bit later on today. So, that's when it's really going to start. But, every day is a good day for me.
Absolutely. It's a blessing.
Yeah. And so far, Christmas has been great. I got I don't know if I don't know if you listen to it, but the new Nas album came out and it's super dope. So it's been great anyway.
Oh yeah, I saw some of the French on the front stoop.
Yeah, it's been great anyway. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, Mitchell Robinson and Clint Capella. I expect Clint Capella to win that matchup. Kemba Walker and Dylan Wright. I mean, Kemba Walker's been on fire the last few games. It didn't mean the Hill of Beans against the Washington Wizards, but he's been on fire. We'll see if he continues that level of play. And if he does, he should win his matchup versus Dylan Wright. Evan Fournier, you don't know from night to night what Evan Fournier is going to give you. He could be hot, knocking down shots and win his matchup. He could be terrible, lose his matchup. You're not going to get much from him on the defensive end. So Skylar Mays probably wins that matchup defensively. Alec Burks and Cam Reddish. Let me tell you, that could be a tough matchup. Alec Burks Cam Reddish is athletic. Right? Right now, he's getting his chance to prove to the Hawks and other teams, because the Hawks have, they've been looking to move him. Right? He's looking to prove to the Hawks and other teams that, he's worthy of being out there on the floor. I'd watch out for Cam Reddish against the Magic. Cam Reddish dropped 34 points. 34 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. The guy can hoop. He's athletic. You know what I mean? The rumor out there is that the Hawks were looking to, pull in a draft pick or something for Cam Reddish. And if I'm the Knicks, I would look that way. I would. I'm sorry. I would look to get this dude. Now I'm sure his stock price has risen. If I was the Knicks, I definitely would look that way. Put Cam Reddish and R.J. Barrett on the squad together. So that can be a tough one for Alec Burks. Now, if he's going up against R.J. Barrett's just coming back from health and safety protocol. So that could be, it could be a little troublesome for R.J. Barrett. But R.J. Barrett, I'm sure he's defended Cam Reddish plenty in college. You know what I'm saying? So, he probably knows how to defend him still. R.J. Barrett might be working himself back in the basketball playing shape. You know what I mean? Then you got Julius Randle and John Collins. Ladies and gentlemen, that's probably the key matchup. As a matter of fact, that is my Thrive matchup of the night. My Thrive fantasy matchup of the night. Actually, of the day. And if you like to do daily fantasy, Thrive Fantasy, that's the spot to be, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go check it out. Everything from $2 bets to $5,000 bets. And it's really simple. Out of 20 players, you pick your 10-man lineup and you rock with them for the day. And you can, you can come away with enough money to buy those Christmas gifts. Well, hopefully you already bought those Christmas gifts. You can buy some more Christmas gifts. And if you use the code NBK, 100% of the money you deposit will be matched up to $100. Just use the code NBK. You also get a chance to win some free tickets to an NFL game, an NBA game, whatever you choose. All right, so go to thrivefantasy.com, ladies and gentlemen. The matchup of the night, Julius Randle is averaging 19.8 points per game, 9.8 rebounds per game, 5.1 assists. He's shooting 42.2% from the field, 32% from three, 78.5% from the free throw line. Julius Randle is just not playing good basketball right now. You look at his percentages, they're down, way down from last season. His defense is not the same. Now, he doesn't have the same energy about him, the same flair about him. He's got bags under his eyes. I do too. Because I just woke up a little while ago.
Don't we all?
Not gonna lie. But Julius Randle, man, he's not the same guy right now. Can he turn it around? Can he get it going? I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. But he's not the same guy right now. He's struggling, without a doubt. John Collins, he played well against the Orlando Magic. It was the Orlando Magic, but he played well against them. He had 28 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. All right, that was in his previous game. He's averaging on the season 17.5 points per game, 7.9 rebounds, 2.1 assists. He's shooting 55.7% from the field. He's shooting 41.8% from three. And he's averaging 80% from the free throw line. And when you look at the two, Randle has, better numbers and rebound, better points and rebounding numbers. But John Collins is shooting much better from the field. Both from the field and from the three-point line, and that makes a big difference. That means he's more efficient. It means Julius Randle's shooting more and not making them. John Collins is shooting less but making his buckets. And with so many players out, John Collins is going to look to ball out today. You can just about guarantee it. All right, so I'm looking for John Collins to try to repeat his previous game. Cam Reddish as well. All right, so that's going to be, a matchup to watch out for. John Collins against the Philadelphia 76ers. He had 17 points and 5 rebounds. Cam Reddish had 18 points and 3 assists against the 76ers. I expect those two guys to come in and try to ball out at the Garden, especially someone like Cam Reddish. If he can come in today and ball out, the Atlanta Hawks, they're going to be happy about it, because if they're really looking to trade him, his stock is going up. But the Thrive Fantasy matchup of the night, Julius Randle and John Collins. Nate, what's your thoughts about that matchup?
I'm with you, man. Reddish scares me. Very big guy who's really learning his game still. It's going to be a mismatch for Alec Burks. I mean, Burks is going to do his best, but I think Cam Reddish can win that matchup easily. John Collins is playing well. We talked about Randall's, what's going on with him. John Collins is not going to be an easy matchup for Julius Randle.
No.
Especially with all these guys out. Those two guys literally by themselves can really put some points for the Hawks. And then, of course, you've got the other guys to fill in. Is Bogdanovich, is he out? I forgot about him.
Bogdanovich, yes, I believe Bogdanovich is out. Give me one second.
I didn't see him on the report.
Let me.
So I didn't know if he was out.
I don't know. I don't see him on the report. No, yeah. I don't see him on the report.
Well, that's one guy that if he is playing, can definitely light it up. I mean, that's one of the reasons why they got him and signed that contract, because he can put the ball in the bucket.
Bogdanovich is playing. He's just not starting. He
still could be lethal off the bench.
Right. Nate McMillan probably wants to keep him off the bench so we can have some shooting power coming off the bench. The keys to the game, ladies and gentlemen, band together amidst adversity. Right? I mean, with so many players out and lineups moving, you don't know what the strategy is going to be. It's hard to say, but they've got to band together, and I'm hoping that they do. Of course, we want them to get off to a good start. Like I said, this Atlanta Hawks team, they can win games. They beat the Philadelphia 76ers the other day with pretty much this same lineup. Now they're adding Clint Capella back. All right, so this is a team that can win. The Knicks can't become stagnant on offense. We see it time and time again where the Knicks become stagnant. Playing well, then they become stagnant. Listen, against the Washington Wizards, to be honest with you, the Knicks were stagnant. They were able to build a lead because Kemba Walker was going crazy. But for the most part, they were stagnant. And then when they figured out how to shut down Kemba Walker, started trapping him, the Knicks didn't have anything going. Because they were stagnant. We've got to avoid long stretches of bad play. This has been happening with the Knicks. Long stretches of bad play. Not scoring, not playing good defense. Or taking ill-advised shots. It's got to change. Transition defense. We don't want these guys to get out and running. John Collins, Cam Reddish, now Clint Capella is back. These guys can get out and run. If we allow them to get out and run, we're going to be in trouble. Right? We can't allow these guys to get out and run. Now, hopefully some of the guys we got back, Obi's back. He'll be, he has another couple days under his belt, another game under his belt. So hopefully his conditioning is there. Hopefully RJ's conditioning will be there enough so that he can contribute. So this is adding to our lineup, adding to our bench. And maybe we can get out and run a little bit ourselves. Obviously Derrick Rose isn't there. Miles McBride isn't there. Emmanuel Quickly isn't there. Or he's likely not going to play. I think he's been cleared, but he's likely not going to play. Because he's still getting his conditioning back. So if we can, though, find a way to get out and run, it may benefit us because, they're low on players as well. I don't know, Nate, any keys to the game that you want to pay attention to?
I mean, we got to play defense, man. Our defense has been god-awful garbage lately. I mean, that was our calling card last year. It's almost like we forgot how to play defense. I want to see desire. I want to see heart.
Go ahead. I can hear you. I can still hear you. Something popped off, but I can hear you.
Yeah, it was my headset died. You got to have some pride about yourself, man. We got to show that we want to play. We want to play hard. And, I haven't seen that from the Knicks lately. I mean, we lost to a Wizards team that was out Beal. This Hawks team is really decimated, and we should win. But I don't know, Sim. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, I don't know. It's going to be hard to. I don't know. This, like I said, the Hawks. They understand how they want to play, and they're going to play that style of basketball no matter what. You know what I mean? And so this is not just going to be a game that the Knicks can walk in and just win. These guys know how to play with each other. They don't have the greatest record in the world right now, just like the Knicks don't. But they got a better record than the Knicks. They're 15-16. They're in the 10th spot in the Eastern Conference. The Knicks are 14-18 in the 12th spot in the Eastern Conference. They know how they want to play. Like I said, they just beat the 76ers with pretty much the same lineup. So we will see. Hopefully it's going to be an entertaining game because I'm sure, everybody, Adam Silver and those guys are pretty disappointed. Trae Young and is not playing, and all the guys that's on the Hawks to really make this the game it was going to be built up to be. But we're going to make the best of it. Cam Reddish can come in and light some things up. I'm looking to see that Cam Reddish and RJ Barrett match up at some point. They're going to play, so that should be fun. That should be fun, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the Game Day pregame show. Please make sure you go to thegameday.com for all of your up-to-date sports content. And, of course, betting odds from multiple sites. Sites that you use on the daily. You get all of the odds right there in one place. You can make a decision where you want to go, where your chances are the best, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you go to thegameday.com. There's a link in the description of this video right now. Right? Check out everything. Make sure you go check them out. The Game Day. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to head out of here. It's about 11:45. I know my boy Gmo is on. I do want to give a shout out to And let me find him here in just a second. A man who just gave me a super chat. There we go. Andrew Nash, thank you for the super chat, my man. I definitely appreciate you. He said, first Knicks game in person. I'm so happy. Merry Christmas. Let's pray we win today. Regardless, I'm sure the experience will be amazing. That's what it's all about right there, Andrew, man. That experience should be fun, amazing, no matter what happens. You know, you're there. Hopefully you're with family. You're getting to enjoy a Christmas game, a Knicks Christmas game. That's what it's all about right there. I mean, no matter what the outcome is of the game, you know, you're going to have a great time today. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. Nate, before I get out of here, I want to get your prediction of the game, and then I'm going to roll. What's your, what are you predicting for today?
You know, I'm going to spread some Christmas cheer, and I'm going to say the Knicks are going to win tonight or win today. It's going to be close, but I think the Knicks pull it out just because, you know, we still have some players more than I think Atlanta has. So I think the Knicks win close, and I think Julius Randle's going to score 30 points tonight. I'm going to go on the limb and say he scores 30. I think that he's got to come out of that funk at some point, and then hopefully it's today. Okay.
Well, you heard what Nate just said, so you still got 14 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
he said Julius Randle's going to score 30. So go to thrivefantasy.com, choose your team, and pick Julius Randle. All right? Pick Julius Randle. You heard what Nate said. And if you don't win and he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, come back and talk to Nate about it. Come back and talk to him about it. I do think the Knicks are going to win tonight. I think the Knicks will win. Or today. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be entertaining. You're going to see somebody step up that you didn't expect to step up, as always happens against the Knicks and in the Garden. So I think it's going to be fun. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. Enjoy the game. Enjoy that Madison Square Garden court. Right? They got the new black and orange court today. And yeah, it's pretty dope. I think you guys are going to really, really like it. If you haven't seen it, you know, go to the Knicks Twitter page or go to the website and check it out. It's a dope court. Super dope court. I think you're going to like it. Also, All-Star voting opens up today, and the Knicks are already promoting Julius Randle. So actually, Nate, before I do get out of here, are you voting for Julius Randle to be an All-Star?
Probably not, Sam. I don't think he's earned it, man. I'll be honest with you. I think his numbers have been really bad this year, and
so you're not just going to support your guy?
I mean,
like, you're not just going to support him? Like, all right, you know what? I know you ain't been doing what, you know, but I'm going to support you anyway. You're not just going to support him?
I don't know, man. It's been hard this year with him. I don't know what's going on with him. I mean,
are you going to support anybody? Are you going to vote for anybody from the Knicks?
Who would be? I mean, I guess who's eligible for it?
I mean, and you can write in anyone, right? You can write in and vote for anybody at any time.
I mean, I guess if you're twisting my arm, I guess it probably would be Julius. I don't think anybody else is worthy of it.
I mean, probably not, at least at this point in time. You know, I mean, I'm going to vote for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to vote for him. I like to see. I don't think that he's going to make it this year because the Knicks aren't playing. You know, they're not playing.
Yeah, there's just more deserving players right now than him.
You know, but I'm gonna support my team though. You know what I mean? That's what it is for me. I'm gonna support my team, so I'm gonna vote for him. You know that's just how I do. That's how I do. Yeah, you can call me a homer. It's all good. I'll take that. I'll eat that.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
I'll eat it like food. You can call me a homer. It's all good. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your time. I am heading out of here. And actually, before I get out of here, though, I do want to throw up on the screen the Knicks court. If you haven't seen it, you can see what the Knicks court looks like right here. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's dope. That's what the Knicks court is going to look like today. That's what the Knicks court looks like today. Pretty dope. Anyway, we're up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Be peaceful. Spread love.
Merry
as
Christmas,
usual.
safe travels.
No doubt. Let's get it.
This is NBK, nothing but Knicks. When Sim passed the assist, you know that it's #1 show that breaks down the game. If you can't play defense, stay out my way. Dribble the ball, come down the lane. 5 seconds on the shot clock, who gon' win us the game? You wanna hear Nick updates and trade rumors? Post-game reviews, this the place you tune in. So tell a friend just to keep the ball moving. Like the page if you feeling the movement. Every game we coming to win. Give us a sub like a player that came off the bench. This is NBK, nothing but Knicks.